I would love to play Dave Matthews Band Crash Into Me, but ouch. If you identify with this sentence, then this video is for you. But before we get going, I'd like to take just a moment to thank the following people for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club: Gorgeous George, Brian Ham, C. Witt, Daniel Deneen, and Joseph Test. Thank you very, very, very much for your support. If you would like to find out what that's all about, you will find a link in the description. I'm going to play a real quick snippet for you, and then I'm going to show you what you need to do. Here we go. Notice it's one finger. Sometimes no fingers. So the deal is, when you get set up for Crash Into Me, you've got the D string 2nd fret, the G string 4th fret, and the B string 5th fret, and you've just got bass notes. That one, that one, that one, right? That one, that one. Bass notes all moving around this chord. So the question is, what is this chord? Well, you should recognize that and that as that and that from your D chord. So if open D, G2, B3 is D, then D2, we're going to add 2 frets to each of these, D2, G4, B5, that is one whole step higher than D, that is an E chord. So we're going to tune our guitar to open E, but there's one little problem here. Open E is supposed to be E, B, which is tuning the A string up a whole step. I don't like doing that. Then E, which is tuning the D string up a whole step. I don't like that either. G sharp, okay, we could do that, but we've already had problems with the other strings. And then B, and then E. So what I would recommend is tune to open D, which is one whole step lower than open E, and then capo 2. This way you won't break any strings. So open D is going to be D. Here, I'll do it with you. Close enough. I'll fix it when we break. A, that's right. D, that's right. Your G is going down 1/2 step to F sharp. B is going down 1 whole step to A. And your E string is going down 1 whole step to D. So you've got D, A, D, F sharp, A, D, and then you capo 2, and we're suddenly in open E. And you may want to check your tuning, because when you put your capo on, it doesn't necessarily squeeze all the strings exactly the same. So we're looking for E, B, E, G sharp, B, and E. Also, this tuning has something in it that when Dave does this, he's not playing a major 3rd. He's playing a root, a 5th, and a root. It's a power chord when he's doing that. We have added the G sharp note, the major 3rd. I actually kind of really like that, so I'm enjoying this version, and here we go for real. So the thing is, we're going to pluck a bass note, and then just kind of strum the rest in between. It's going to be A2, E5, open A, open E, E4, E5, open A, open E. And that's the loop for the verse. A2, E5, open A, open E, E4, E5, open A, open E, with strums in between. For your verse, when he says crash into me, we'll call that the chorus, you're going to have hit the A2, 1 strum, and then the E string is going to be 4, 5, 7, and then it's just an open, big, beautiful E, followed by, it's like an F sharp minor chord of sorts that he plays. We can get a similar thing done. This is pretty either way. E2, G1. If you listen real close in the studio recording, somebody, I'm not saying it's Dave, is playing the B string 3rd fret in our tuning. That's an interesting chord. I'm probably not going to do that, but you can if you want. So A2, 4, 5, 7, E, F sharp minor 7, we'll call it. And that's that. For the breakdown section, the kind of gentle, jammy section after the second and third choruses, chori, I'm going to show you what it really is, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it so I can include the do-do-do-do things in there. Here's what it really is. A string second fret for 2 measures. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. Then E5, open A, open E. E4, E5, open A, open E. That's what it really is. Just to be clear, this is the boy's dream section. Okay, I'm going to simplify it because the rhythm is a little weird. It's the rhythm of the song, so they stuck with it. It's a little weird if you want to include this kind of thing in there while you're doing the bass notes. So here's how I'm going to do it, and I promise you, if you do this for your friends instead of what it actually is, or at the coffee shop or a huge venue, mind you, no one on earth is going to know that you're doing it your own way, or my own way, as it were. So A string second fret for a whole measure, and after I hit that bass note, I'm going to grab E2, pull it off, and then 3 more strums. I'm going to E5, and I have to change my doot-doots to the B string 7th and 5th frets. Open E. Notice how I'm just keeping my middle finger planted there, and then E4. So here we go. Totally worth it, especially as just one guy playing one guitar, so you can add that little thing in there if you want. And the outro, like the final, 90 seconds of the song or whatever it is, all the I'm the king of the castle business, it's all a loop of E4, 5, open A, open E, E4, 5, open A, open E, and that's that. Well, that was lovely. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that helps you play Crash Into Me. And listen, the comment I get the most is, man, I'd love to play this song, but I hate tuning my guitar. I'm going to give you a little hard love here because you're my student and I care about you. Practice putting your guitar into different tunings. If it takes you more than 1 minute to get into a tuning, practice more. You should be able to hammer it out, and you're going to break strings when you do that, right? Tuning the string up and down all the time. Good, because rule number only of changing strings and when do you do it is if you break one string, change them all. And also, new strings feel so good. Since we're in open D/E, other songs in these tunings, She Talks to Angels, Stuck in a Moment You Can't Get Out of, Pearl Jam, Go, and Even Flow, and Loser by Beck. Check those out. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.